Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to see how to draw a parabolic trend by using the method of least squares. In the previous videos, we have seen how to draw a straight line trend by using the method of least squares. Let yt be the value of the time series at a time t. Let us consider the time series data is represented as t, yt. T represents the time and yt represents the value of a y at a time t. Thus, yt is the independent variable depending on t. Assume a parabolic trend to be of the form ytc is equals to a plus bt plus ct square. This is the parabolic trend. This is the curve equation. What they are saying? Assume a parabolic trend to be a form of ytc is equals to a plus bt plus ct square. దీన్ని పారాబోలిక్ ట్రెండ్ ఈక్వేషన్గా అనుకోండి. ఒక కర్వ్ యొక్క ఈక్వేషన్. పారాబోలిక్ ట్రెండ్ అంటే మనకి ఎలా ఉంటుంది? ఇలా ఉంటుంది కదా. సో దిస్ హ్యాస్ ఫర్ దిస్ కర్వ్ consider the equation as ytc is equals to a plus bt plus ct square. Now the values of a, b and c to be estimated from the given time series data by the method of least squares. ఇక్కడ a, b, c వాల్యూస్ అనేది మనకు టైం సిరీస్ డేటా ఇస్తారు కదా. ఆ టైం సిరీస్ డేటాని ఉపయోగించుకొని మెథడ్ ఆఫ్ లీస్ట్ స్క్వేర్స్ ఈ మెథడ్ని వాడి మనం ఈ ఏ, బి, సి యొక్క వాల్యూస్ కనుక్కోవాలి అని చెప్తున్నారు. In this method, we have to find out a, B and c values such that the sum of the squares of the deviation of actual values yt and the computed values ytc is least. మనం ఇంతకుముందు వీడియోలో కూడా నేర్చుకున్నాం కదా, that it should satisfy the two conditions. The sum of the squares of the deviation of actual values and computed values should be least, or the sum of the deviations of the actual values and the computed values should be 0. సో ఇక్కడ మనకు సెకండ్ కండిషన్ అనేది తీసుకుంటున్నారు అనమాట. ఇక్కడ డిఫరెన్స్ డీవియేషన్స్ అనమాట. డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ది యాక్చువల్ వాల్యూస్ అండ్ ది కంప్యూటెడ్ వాల్యూస్ అండ్ దర్ స్క్వేర్ షుడ్ బి లీస్ట్. తక్కువ ఉండాలి. వాటి డిఫరెన్స్ యొక్క డీవియేషన్స్ యొక్క స్క్వేర్ అనేది షుడ్ బి లీస్ట్. సో నేను ఏం చేసాం నేను ఇక్కడ ఒకసారి చెప్తాను చూడండి. ద పారాబోలిక్ ట్రెండ్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఈస్ ytc is equals to a plus bt plus ct square కదా. This is the equation, right? Parabolic equation. And now we need to find out the a, b and c by using the method of least squares. సో మన కండిషన్ ఏంటి? s is equals to some variable summation actual values minus computed or predicted values, their square, sum of the squares of the sum of the squares. This is summation of the squares of deviation. Deviation is nothing but the difference. Should be equals to least. This should be equals to least. So we know ytc. We need to substitute here. For summation yt minus a plus bt plus ct square whole square. And here we have minus sign. So we get for all these terms minus. Therefore summation yt minus a minus bt minus ct square whole square again we have. సో మనం ఏం చేసాం? ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత we have differentiated this equation with respect to a, with respect to b and with respect to c. సో మనం ఇప్పుడు చేద్దాం ఆ స్టెప్. Differentiate this equation to with respect to a. So we get dou s by dou a. Partially differentiate equation 2 with respect to a. So we get dou s by dou a is equals to, here if you consider this whole summation yt minus a minus bt minus ct square has x, then differentiation of x to the power of n is n into x to the power of n minus 1. So 2 into, and x we have as summation yt minus a minus bt minus ct square. N into x to the power of n minus 1. N is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So we get power 1. And here we are partially differentiating with respect to a. So instead of a, all these terms becomes constant except a. All this yt, bt, ct square becomes the constant. So the differentiation of a variable a is, differentiation of x is 1. So I am writing here 1. These are the constants. Therefore, the differentiation of a constant is 0. And here we have the minus sign. So I am keeping here minus. Okay. And we should be equate to 0. Therefore, if we multiply minus 2 into summation yt minus a minus bt minus ct square, which is equals to 0. So if we send minus to this side, we get 0. Therefore, summation yt minus a minus bt minus ct square, which is equals to 0. So multiply these terms with the summation. We get summation yt minus summation a minus b is constant, so b is outside, and summation t minus c summation t square is equals to 0. So if we send all this minus term to this side, it will becomes the plus. So summation yt is equals to, this here we take up to n. So it becomes summation a is nothing but na. Here the summation is up to n. So na my plus b summation t plus c summation t square. This is the third equation. Put it as 3. Here we have completed with respect to a. Now with respect to b. Therefore take the same second equation, partially differentiate with respect to b. So we get here 2 summation same. 2 summation yt minus a minus bt minus ct square, x to the power of n is n into x to the power of n minus 1. So here we have 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And here we are partially differentiating with respect to b. So remain, except b, remaining terms become constant. So we only differentiate for the variable. So here the b, with respect to b, it is a single variable. So differentiation of a variable x is 1. So I am writing here 1. And we have t also here. So 1 into t and minus sign. Minus sign. And we should equate to 0. This is 0. 2 into minus 1. Minus 2 summation yt minus a minus bt minus ct square into t is equals to 0. If we send this minus 2 to this side, it will become 0. So summation and multiply this t. Therefore yt into t minus at minus b, t into t is t square. Therefore minus c, t square into t is t cube. T cube is equals to, if we send this minus 2 to this side, it becomes the 0. Now multiply it. Summation, here t is summation t into yt minus a is constant, so a summation t minus b is constant, summation t square minus c is constant, summation t cube is equals to 0. If we send all this minus term to the other side, then it will become the plus. So summation t into yt is equals to a summation t plus b summation t square plus c summation t cube. This is the equation 4. This is the equation 4. Now we have completed partially differentiating with respect to b. Now we have to partially differentiate with respect to c because we have the 3 variables here. So now I will do with respect to c. Or else I will give a small task to you. Please do this partially differentiating with respect to c for the equation 2 and say me what is the equation you got and consider it as the 5th equation. Okay, now let us go into the further steps what we need to do. And these 3 equations that we came right after partially differentiating with respect to a, b, and if we do also c, we get the another equation. These 3, 4 and 5th equations are called normal equations. Normal equations. They are called as normal equations. After find out in these equations, what we need to do? So just see here. The equation 3, 4 and 5 are called normal equations. As I said, solving these 3 equations, we get the values of a, b and c. మనకి ఈ 3 ఈక్వేషన్స్ని ఇంకా ఫర్దర్గా సాల్వ్ చేస్తే కనుక మనకి ఏ వాల్యూ, బి వాల్యూ, సి వాల్యూ వస్తాయి. అండ్ కన్సిడర్ దట్ ఏ, బి, సి వాల్యూ హ్యాస్ ఏ బార్, బి బార్ అండ్ సి బార్. వచ్చిన ఏ, బిసి వాల్యూస్ని ఏ బార్గా, బి బార్గా, సి బార్గా అనుకోండి. Now putting these 3 values in the equation 1, we get ఈ 3 వాల్యూస్ ఏవైతే వస్తాయో మనకి ఏ బార్, బి బార్, సి బార్, వీటిని మనకి ఇచ్చిన పారాబోలిక్ ట్రెండ్ లైన్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో దాంట్లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేశారు చూడండి. ఇన్ ద ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్ ఏ, బి, సి దే హ్యావ్ సబ్స్టిట్యూటెడ్ ఏ బార్, బి బార్ అండ్ సి బార్. సో ఇలా సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే కనుక మనకి పారాబోలిక్ ట్రెండ్ లైన్ ఈక్వేషన్ అనేది వస్తుంది. దిస్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ విచ్ ఈస్ ది రిక్వైర్డ్ పారాబోలిక్ ట్రెండ్ ఈక్వేషన్. I hope you got what is this method of least square and how to fit a parabolic trend using this method. So you can easily go through the problem and you can do. But if you don't know, please don't worry and I will see it in the next video. Bye guys. Happy learning to you.